So we are reading from Something You Forgot Along the Way. Today we are on number 24. Parents are mirrored in their children. Jacques was an honest man living in the backwoods of France. He was so poor that he was unable to repay the money he owed his neighbor. Out of necessity, he asked his neighbor to accept as payment a half-dozen chickens he had raised. The following day, after Jacques and his wife left home to work in the fields, the hens returned to their old nest and each laid an egg. 7-year-old Philip, the couple's son, saw this and excitedly started to put the eggs in a basket so his mother could cook them later. Then it hit him. Since the hens did not belong to his family anymore, the eggs too must belong to the neighbor instead. Straight away, the little boy took the eggs next door. Impressed, the neighbor asked, "Did your father or mother send you here, Philip?" "No, they're out working in the fields," replied the lad. "But I'm sure they'd tell me to bring you the eggs as soon as they got home." Moved by such integrity, the neighbor gave Philip 2 hens as a reward. The boy grew up to become a great statesman. Honest actions bring success. In a certain city, children 6 and under could ride the local train for free. One day, a young mother came on board with her small daughter, aged about 7. A passenger seated across the way said, "Oh, what a sweet little girl! How old are you, dear?" The child turned to her mother and said, "Mommy, which one should I tell her, how old I am at home or how old I am when we take the train?" The mother turned crimson. By teaching her child to lie about her age to save a paltry train fare, she was inflicting damage on an innocent soul. It is senseless for a mother crab to tell her babies to walk forward when she herself walks sideways. Unless the needle sews straight, the thread will wind up crooked. Children's behavior reflects the image of their parents, for good or for ill. However poverty-stricken parents may be, they must rise above their hardships and live with honesty and courage. They must do so for their own sake and for the sake of their precious children. Okay, very good. 2 stories side by side. And yeah, I think when we were growing up, we all experienced similar situations, like what do they call it? Like a crossroad, when we had a dilemma. And yeah, should I choose option A or option B? And how much we are exposed to the Dharma or to the universal law of cause and effect or karma, it must have helped us choose the high road of benefiting myself by benefiting other people and refraining from lying. Yeah, so no wonder this little boy, Philip, who returned all the eggs to the neighbor, he later became a great statesman. Yeah, these stories are kind of forgotten along the way, as the title of the book says. So I think that's why the world is in the situation that it is, because of anxiety and fear that people have. So they question whether honest actions bring success. Yeah. And yeah, but in Buddhism, because the law works like clockwork, the law of cause and effect, it's unerring. And so we want to maximize the seeds of happiness we are planting day in, day out. Uh, yeah, that's very important. And especially for children, I think, because they're such innocent souls and impressionable. Uh, they learn by observing. So we want to be that good role model. Another story in this book I love is, when parents don't smile, or if parents don't show the joy of being alive as a human because they're so stressed out, they work so hard, or whatever it might be, too much on their mind, instead of letting it all go and be grateful we are alive as a human being and try to engage in good acts to give back. So if they don't see that, so children, they kind of lose motivation as they grow up to work hard or even to get a job or earn money. So the best thing we can do is listen to the Dharma and understand the source of our suffering and have that suffering eliminated so that we can genuinely smile and show our joyfulness. What a miracle it is to be alive today. And this will change the world. Like the first story in this book we read, the power of smiling is very important. Yeah. So on this beautiful Sunday, I'm happy to be with all of you. Your presence brings me a smile. And yeah, we go forward smiling and greeting people cheerfully, and have a wonderful Sunday. We will have the newbies class at 7 a.m. and the webinar class for advanced session 10:30 a.m. Pacific. And have a wonderful Sunday, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Vida.
Thank, thank you, Vita.
Thank you, Gary, Anoop, everybody. Keep shining your
Thank you.
light. Thank you, Kathy. Good to have you and everybody. Bye.